Ja, genau. Springen, rutschen, unten helfen, jump, slide, assist on ground. Springen, rutschen, unten helfen, jump, slide, assist on ground. Schneller, speed up. Springen, rutschen, unten helfen, assist on ground.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage Florian Hackel and Karin Schmid. Ladies and gentlemen, guests, donors, sponsors, partners, and team members of the festival, welcome to the 16th Crossing Europe Award ceremony. Florian, this looks actually really intriguing over here. I think this will be your domain this evening, right? Yeah?
Yes, of course.
So who are you and what are you doing? Sorry.
Hi, my name is Flo. I'm the owner of the Mezzanine Bar here in Linz, and I will make non-alcoholic and alcoholic cocktails for the winners, the jury, and the sponsors of the evening.
Awesome. So everybody who comes on stage will get a treat from you. Ah, that's very nice. Good to know. Thank you. And I just introduced myself. I'm going to be the hostess of this evening, and I'll be navigating through the next hour of celebrating European cinema. The main language tonight will be English, and this way I hope that everybody is going to be able to follow the proceedings. And I would just want to say one more thing in the beginning. There are a few empty tables up here, and they're reserved for our award winners. So this means that if you've been up here and you received an award, first of all, of course, congratulations. But then also, don't go back to your seat that you're sitting on right now, but actually take a seat right there on one of those tables right after you treated yourself to a cocktail from Florian. So, we start this evening with the Golden Bag Shop Window Contest. And the good news is that out of 40 shops that participated, or more than 40 shops, everyone won. That's pretty good. And on top of it, those who were part of the game tournament of the Golden Bag Evening at the Casino Linz had a chance to become one of the 3 main winners. And I am about to tell you who they were. The first prize goes to Begegnungszentrum Elia der Pfarre Solar City. And that's actually a funny story because it's the first time that they participated and they won right away. What a coincidence. Lucky them. And tomorrow there will be a screening from Edith Stauber vom Alltäglichen insbesondere there in Solar City. So if you have time, go there. The second prize goes to Durchreise and the third prize goes to Kaizu. Congratulations to these shops, their owners, and the window dressers. They did a great job. And thank you to all the 40 shops, or over the 40 shops, who took part in this competition. Also, a special thank you goes to the Crossing Europe's loyal bag sponsor, Europack, and his managing director, Manfred Zaumbauer, who this year again generously supported the Golden Bag competition. Justly so. Thank you. This year, the festival is showing 149 films from nearly 50 different countries and invited 4 different juries who will award their favorite films tonight. And there was an amazing amount of people who went to see the screenings and also voted for the films that they liked best right after the screenings for the Audience Award. We will first turn to the awards of the local artist section, and then we will move on to the European awards. So let's start with the Crossing Europe Innovative Award, which will be given to a film out of the local artist competition with an especially innovative artistic approach. This award comes with a prize money of €3,500 and is funded by the Upper Austrian Cultural Quarter, a very important ally of the festival. So I'm delighted to ask its director, artistic director, to join me here on stage. Please welcome Martin Sturm. Hello, Martin. So I understand your field of work includes cultural development. Now that the European elections are about to happen, that's a tricky question. Do you see a link between political and cultural development, and what role plays a festival like Crossing Europe in it?
Well, basically, we have been talking a lot about the quality of Crossing Europe, giving a very close focus beyond the surface on all kinds of European issues and questions, very without kind of blending, without mercy, you could say. And I think this kind of reality check is really necessary, you know, like also to value Europe, you know, because if you don't do that, you don't know what the body of Europe is.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, actually. You are here because the Upper Austrian Cultural Quarter is the sponsor of the Innovative Award. What is the idea behind it?
Well, basically, when our governor took over 2 years ago also the cultural issues, he was asking me what would I say is the most outstanding quality of the cultural quarter. And I said, well, it's always since 92 where we started to work. It always has been, we always want to promote artistic concepts which are innovative and experimental. So out of that came the idea that we should make an additional award to the innovative, like an innovative award, and which goes beyond the borderlines, especially in media art. We all know that these borders are very liquid. So we thought it might be a very good idea to stress this on the local artists.
Great idea, actually. And however, it's not you who will be awarding the film, but actually our local artists jury. So please welcome with me on stage Sebastian Markt, Katharina Weinberger-Lotzma und Violetta Wallkolbinger ist Teil der Jury, aber heute leider nicht da. So please announce the winner of this category. The microphone is yours.
Actually, before we get to the prize, we have a very brief statement about our general experience these past few days. It was a great honor and pleasure for us to screen a wonderfully curated array and diversity of films and film formats. It certainly never got boring. The wide array and richness of engaging works made this not at all an easy decision. In the end, cinema is always also a social experience, and this festival is a particularly wonderful example for this, and we found our decision by bringing together our different backgrounds.
We warmly thank Christine and her team for the opportunity, their hospitality and trust in our judgment. But especially we want to thank all the local artists for the inspiring and instructive minutes, hours, which they gave us, and they gave us also a lot of thoughts for a much more longer time. And now we come to the Crossing Europe Innovative Award Local Artists. Continuous movements through deterioration and decay, through formation and change, through an irritated and irritating flora and fauna, a flicker of infatuation and disgust, a rustling, a creakling, a cheeping and squealing, evolutionary aeons crystallized in surreal cinematographic seconds. Animistica by Nika Schuster develops an enigmatic maelstrom into an infernal paradise of image and sound worlds that captured us and will have a long-lasting effect on us.
Thank you. Nikki Schuster can unfortunately not be here with us tonight because she is in Gambia researching for her next movie project. But she did send us, however, a video message, and we are going to share this one with you right now.
I'm very happy about the message that I was winning a prize. I'm at the moment in the Gambia, West Africa, to finish a workshop project. Unfortunately, I can't be at the festival now. I would like to be there and have a nice celebration. So thank you, Shuri, and thank you, Crossing Europe Film Festival. Bye.
So I now ask Isabella Reicher from Six Pack Film to come on stage and receive the award in her name. Isabella, would you say a few words? Yeah?
It's definitely Nikki's applause, and on her behalf, I want to thank again the jury for the decision and for awarding her the prize, and of course also to Christina and Crossing Europe and the team for the festival, and also particularly for selecting the film to be shown in the local artist selection. So thank you very much, and yeah.
So Isabella and Martin, thank you so much. Please treat yourself to a cocktail. Thank you. Yeah. And then find a seat right in front of the stage. Don't wander too far after this cocktail experience. Thank you. More than 50 films and videos were presented this year in this highly diverse showcase of Upper Austrian filmmaking. Fiction, experimental short films, and feature-length documentary with a wide variety of topics. This award is actually split in two. First, there's a voucher sponsored by the Austrian post-production company The Grand Post worth 2,000 euros, and secondly, a prize money of 5,000 euro powered by the Cultural Department of the Federal Province of Upper Austria. So first, welcome with me, the Managing Director of the Audio and Image Post-Production Company, The Grand Post in Vienna, Marco Zins, and his managing partner, Alexander Fischbacher. Hello. So, Marco. What's the reason for your sponsorship and engagement in Crossing Europe?
From the very beginning, when we started our studio in 2014, 2015, we were working with very different projects, big feature films, big documentaries, very small documentaries, and smaller financed feature films, and also student films, and a very wide range of different projects. And from the very beginning, we wanted to support the little projects that don't have the money, don't have the funds, don't have the possibilities to do a proper post-production, and we want to spend as much effort for small projects as well as for large projects. So that's how we would like to support the filmmakers and give them a start.
A very honorable concept. So, Alexander, what can the awarded filmmaker get from the Grand Post voucher you're handing out today?
As we are a post-production facility for audio and picture post-production, the awarded nominee can choose from the whole range of our menu, which could be sound design or color grading or DCP creation. And the amount would be added or would be deducted from the invoice at the end.
It's a lovely difference, added or deducted. Thank you. Sounds great. So let's ask our jury for the statement about who is to be awarded with the prize. The mic is yours.
Straight at the heart of a family conflict, this film tells of tradition and new beginnings, of the price of consumption and the value of work, and what is at stake in regards to identity and self-image. Fleischwochen by Joachim Iseni finds a refreshingly defiant way to combine tragedy and comedy, offering insights into the day-to-day working life of a family confronted with a big decision.
Joachim Iseni, please join us on stage. Please get your award. So if you would like to say a few words, yes?
Thanks a lot. I really don't know what to say.
That's it?
No,
Short and sweet. I think that's an applause too.
sorry. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, but please get a cocktail, and thank you for being up here. Also, enjoy your cocktail and find your seat close to the stage. That went quicker than expected, I must admit. It is now my honor to welcome the governor of the federal province of Upper Austria, Thomas Stelzer. Please join me, Herr Landeshauptmann. So, Herr Landeshauptmann, how important is a European festival for the province of Upper Austria? And do you think it could have an impact on the elections for the European Parliament?
It's very important, yes, and it can. But I'd like to say a few more words, of course. Crossing Europe is for Linz, is for Upper Austria a highlight, not only in our cultural life, but for the whole region, because it opens the window to the world and it puts us in an international context. And as you probably know, I hope so, our federal state is the industrial and economic heart of the Republic of Austria. And the basis for this is that we have a commitment in our society that we want and need innovation, and therefore we want and need a broad cultural life. And Crossing Europe is an outstanding example for this cultural life. And so it's good that it takes place the 16th time, and probably will take 20 time and 30 time, whatever. And that Europe is the headline and also the challenge of this festival is important because of many reasons. I'd like to point out one of them, because it's only one man's lifetime, 74 years, that we here in this region, as in many other countries in Europe, we can live in a lasting period of peace. There were never people who could live in peace so long. And that's the decision was that we want to live together, that we want to build a union, a community, a European family, but it's day-by-day work. So bearing this in mind and making any efforts to keep this community together, we need festivals like Crossing Europe. And so congratulations to all the award winners, but let me also say a great thank to Christine Dollhofer and her team, to the Crossing Europe team. It's your idea, it's your work, it's your festival, and we are proud of it. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for your words. And our jury is now going to announce who is to be awarded with the Crossing Europe Award Local Artist.
We wish to honor a film that manages to weave a complex and multi-layered web of storytelling through precise and concentrated observations about movements of people and goods, about economic and ecological cycles in an industrial society riddled with crisis, and the mythical legends that stoke its flames. Dimensions of a world that are brought to a human level in a touching portrait, in images that put the focus on the materiality of our present moment and at the same time expand our view to those things that lie beyond the margins of it. Bewegungen eines nahen Berges, movements of a nearby mountain by Sebastian Brameshuber.
Please join us on stage. Would you like to say some words? Yes? Please, the microphone is yours.
Good evening. Thank you very much for the award to the jury, also to the the Landeshauptmann, I don't even know how to say that, the governor of Upper Austria, for handing me this award. Thank you also to all the people who made this film with me. I'm not going to name you one by one, but all of you know how much you contributed to the film and how much of a collaborative effort it was. And I really appreciate that a lot. I also thank the protagonist of the film, Cliff, who cannot be here tonight, but he's with us in spirit. I also would like to thank Christine Dollhofer for continuously inviting my works. Actually, from the very first work that I did, I also presented my first feature film here back in 2009, Murzin. Actually, Christine chose to present it as the opening film of the festival, even though it hasn't been finished by then. And actually, it wasn't finished, but we showed it still, and it was almost finished, and it was great. And it had a great career afterwards, so I'm really thankful to the Crossing Europe Film Festival, but of course in particular to Christine Dollhofer. So I come back here every year with great pleasure and with great, pleasure. And I also want to highlight one more thing, actually. I take a little bit more time, but I hope that's okay. How much of an European project this actually was and how much of an international project this was. First of all, of course, I shot with a man who immigrated to Austria from Nigeria. It also was co-edited by a Bosnian who lives in Berlin now. It is also actually a co-production with France, where I studied. Also my partner in crime and wife, Barbara Palomino, who is the co-editor and who is from Chile and Brazil, reaches a little bit beyond Europe, but we met in France. Johannes Schmelzer-Zieringer, the sound recordist and sound designer who is here tonight, who did a great job. He has family in Greece and kids in Greece. I think I could go on a little bit like this, but I don't want to bore you. I just want to highlight how much of a European and international project that was, how much this is a reality today, this kind of society, and how much, how important it is to foster this, to keep this, to know what we achieved during the last, since the last war that we experienced here, and how crucial it is to be aware, also politically aware, that we foster that and we keep our eyes open and we vote for the next European elections. We go to vote and we vote hopefully for the right thing, but not the right thing. Sorry. And last but not least, I would like to thank, and that's also very important, the institutions that funded this project. And among all these institutions, I would like to highlight one institution, which is the BKA, the so-called small film funding of the Federal Chancellery of Austria. I want to thank Barbara Frenzen, who runs this section, who runs this funding body, who is an excellent and very dedicated public employee who really does an extraordinary job there. I also want to thank the people who were in the jury there, who chose this project. It was not an easy journey to finance this project, and they did really a tremendous job. And it is also very important to honor their work. And if you follow the next days, the news, you will realize that there was a bit of an awkward decision made in cultural politics recently on the federal level. And if I can have one more little wish, except from the prize money and this wonderful statuette, that would be that I can sit down with you, Governor Stelzer, to have a little talk and hopefully very cultivated talk. I'm sure it will be a cultivated talk about this issue, because I'm an Upper Austrian and I'm kind of proud to be, actually, and I have a problem in Vienna. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, please, exactly. Herr Landeshauptmann, Sebastian, enjoy your drinks. And I feel, what a speech. And also, I kind of feel a need that you don't have to finish your drinks on stage. You can take them off stage with you and just find your seats close to the stage. So you can be available quickly in the end of the ceremony for our photo shoot. So don't wander too far, but yeah, you can take all the time you want with your drinks off stage. So here we go. We close the local artist section with the Creative Region Music Video Award. This award comes with a prize money of 1,500 euro, powered by the Creative Region Linz and Upper Austria. So joining me on stage will be the City Councillor of Culture, Tourism and Creative Industry, Doris Lang-Meyerhofer, and the Managing Director of the Creative Region, Patrick Bartos. Hello. Hello. Doris, may I start with you? Great. So this year is the 10th anniversary of Linz 09. So this is when Linz was the capital city of culture in 2009. And is this a reason why you would draw a resume, or what effect did it have on the creative region of Linz and Upper Austria?
Yes, first of all, I want to give my great congratulations to the whole Crossing Europe Festival team, especially to Christine Dollhofer, and congratulations to all of the winners and to all of the creative artists. Thank you so much. And to your question, in the last 10 years, Linz, yes, I think Linz goes to a very most important city, and Linz is since 2014 an UNESCO City of Media Arts, and Linz is a very creative city and is in the UNESCO Creative Cities Network, and that's very important for us in Linz. And yes, since this year, 2019, we are a very, I'm sorry. Yes, yes, and yes, I think we are a very important city. And yes, the Creative Region is the supporter of this Music Video Award, and the Creative Region is not only the supporter. It's a. I'm so sorry. No, it's okay. I have to switch in German, I think. Also wir sind sehr stolz, dass wir in diesem Jahr 10 Jahre Kulturhauptstadt feiern. Und ja, Linz hat sich wirklich entwickelt. Linz ist nicht nur eine kulturell sehr wichtige Stadt geworden, Linz ist auch touristisch eine sehr, sehr wichtige Stadt geworden. Wir haben mittlerweile mehr als 800.000 Nächtigungen in unserer Stadt, und das zeigt euch den Erfolg. Und das Crossing Europe Festival ist natürlich ein ganz, ganz wichtiger Teil geworden, auch als Tourismusstadt, die wir sind. Es ist ein sehr europäisches Festival. Ich glaube, es wurde schon sehr, sehr viel gesagt. Die Creative Region supportet eben diesen Music Video Award, und wir sind sehr stolz darauf. Und ja, das ist das, was ich heute sagen will. Ein großes Dankeschön und thank you to all of you.
Okay, great. So, wonderful, Doris. Thank you. I'll just try to translate the essence. So you're really proud of Linz. It had a great development through the past couple of years. Also in tourism, there are 800,000. Oh my God, I have nothing to do with this area. So 800,000, not just 8,000, accommodations. And so it's a huge industry as well. And you're very proud of that. Thank you. So, Patrick, this award was first given in 2013 during the course of the past 6 years. Is there an anecdote involving this festival that is still on your mind?
Well, the very first, it was in 2013. It was one actually by Karin Fisselthaler. Is she here today? Probably not. Okay, and we not only provided the award, we also provided the furniture, because back then you had to sit down back here, and we provided the furniture. We had like a wooden furniture, which was held together by cable ties. Yeah, so which was not a problem for any of it, except for the long benches, you know. And I handed over the crystal ball, whatever you call it, and I headed straight back, and I saw there was one of the long benches there. And I knew that they could collapse from experience. I knew that they could break. So I went straight to one of those benches, and I pretended to sit down like that. So I didn't really sit down because I didn't want to break it. So I was like that. And what happened was that Karin, she came right after me. And what she did, actually, she sat down right next to me. And I was like, oh! But she sat down at the right angle, so nothing happened. But what happened was that I didn't know it takes so long here, and it was quite hot here. So I was sitting like that for like an hour, and I was starting to sweat and everything. And Karin, she must have thought, what's this idiot doing? Because I was like sweating, sitting, not moving. But the good thing was the bench didn't collapse, so everything was okay. Bad thing was my legs were really sore after that, and the whole next day I was really feeling very bad. But that's suffering for your art. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So very physical. It's, you know, relating it to film, I'd say there's a real action hero right standing in front of me. Wonderful. So, cable tie, bench, hero. So I will pass the word to the jury now and ask one more time to let us know your decision.
A remix of Collisions, dreary fields of sunflowers in the sky and pulsating abstraction. Fahrvergnügen by Chris Imler tells of the lust for the fear of losing control. Dagmar Schürer finds the transference into the visual world, condensed spaces of association that carry on the beat even further.
Dagmar Schürer kann heute leider nicht bei uns sein, aber wir haben eine wunderbare Video-Message von, oh my God, I have to switch back into like one translation and it messes my brain. So Dagmar Schürer is unfortunately not here with us tonight, but she sent us a video message and here it goes.
Hallo Linz, hallo Crossing Europe. Hier auf diesem Weg ein ganz herzliches Dankeschön für die Verleihung des Music Video Awards. Freut mich wahnsinnig, vor allem auch, weil Crossing Europe so ein wichtiges und tolles Festival ist. Leider kann ich heute nicht persönlich anwesend sein, um den Preis entgegenzunehmen und mit euch zu feiern. Gut, vielleicht das nächste Mal. Erstmal schöne Grüße aus Berlin und vielen Dank. Tschüss.
So now I ask Christine Dollhofer on stage to receive this honor in Dagmar Schürer's name. Okay, no words, I guess. It's okay. It's fine. Well, I'm just going to say thank you so much. Maybe the jury might come a little bit more forward because you're kind of like hiding there. But thank you so much because you did a great job as well. And you can all now enjoy a drink, a cocktail from Florian. And the jury especially, is really well deserved it after all this. So have a drink, have a cocktail, find your seats again. Thank you so much for being up here. Thank you. And I will personally treat myself to a cocktail in a second because we are about to take a musical break. Please enjoy the awarded music video Fahrvergnügen Chris Imler by Dagmar Schürer. Oh no, it was almost here. Can only be seconds. Patience, please. I love the sound of ice cubes. It's right here next to me. Here he goes. Florian is a very busy guy this evening. I was hoping to get a taste of his work, but there was no chance, no time. But we start the European section of our ceremony with a very young award. Our YAS Youth Jury. 5 youngsters, all in the age between 15 and 17 years, watched 6 films out of the festival program featuring young protagonists and their trials and tribulations. Since this award, worth €2,000, is sponsored by the festival directly, It is now my pleasure to ask its director on stage again. Please give a very warm welcome to the wonderful Christine Dollhofer. Just Christine, before we ask the youth jury on stage in a second, you wanted to say a few words about the current festival, so I'll once hand over my microphone.
That's lovely. Thank you, Karin. You do really a great job. Thanks for that. So actually, I will be very short. I will give away 3 hearts. One for the wonderful Crossing Europe team, which did a wonderful job so far, and it's really a pleasure to work with this team since so many years, and they have, how to say, they do it with heart, they do it with professionality, they do it with brain, and they are so dedicated to the work, and really my biggest love to the team, and please give the applause to the great Crossing Europe team, first of all. So, and all the great feedback I got the last days from the audience, from our film guests, from so many people who addressed me. So this wonderful feedback, of course, I would like to give back to the team because we share it, we do it together, and it's like filmmaking, it's teamwork. So thanks once again. And my second heart, it's not a ranking, so it's all hearts are equal. The second heart goes to how to say, the content of the film, of the festival, of course. So what's that? Of course, the 149 films. Behind all these films, there are filmmakers. They are devoted. They are talented. They have visions. They have meanings. Everything. So thank you for dedicating your precious time to attend the festival, to get in dialogue with the audience. I really admire what you are doing, and from my point of view, it would be really hard to give any awards because all your films are precious, and this is how the European feeling in this festival you can create. This is all about our festival identity. So thanks for that, for dedicating your work, your time, your ideas, your inspirations. So, and maybe applause for all the filmmakers, 149 filmmakers. So many are here tonight. And the third heart goes to the ones who make this festival possible. Without money, no festival. Thanks for that. All the donor sponsors, collaboration partners, cooperation partners, friends, curators, everybody who give inputs to this festival. So you see, I'm also not anymore that energetic like in the beginning, but I try my best. And thanks to everybody who made this ceremony possible and donates the awards. And I think it's better to stop. Just one word. I think festivals doing a very important job. We keep film culture alive. That's why I'm very happy that a very young generation is participating at this festival. So this is the next generation who gets to get in contact with film culture, and we really appreciate the directors, their cinephilic visions and everything. So I'm happy that the next generation is following us. So, and now I stop. Thank you for everything, and Karin, please.
Thank you. No, thank you, Christine. That's your applause right there, well deserved. Now please welcome with me on stage the YAS Youth Jury. Helen Bingöl, Marlene Estermann, Nefis Gül, Jona Mitter und Umut Sarikaya. They are all students at the Borg Bad Leonfelden and wonderful creative young minds. Dear jury, welcome on stage first of all, and yes, you are ready, ready to go. So please announce the winner.
Good evening, everybody. Before I tell you the winner of the JAS Jury Award 2019, I would like to thank just a few people for this opportunity, for being here and for letting us make such a big decision, even though we aren't any professionals. First, I want to thank, of course, Christine Dollhofer for making this whole festival even possible. I want to thank Anna Strasser, our teacher, who have chosen us as the youth jury. And overall, I want to thank the whole JAS crew for being so kind and for being so nice and for making us feel so comfortable during the whole festival. Okay, enough with that. Now to the winner. Well, I gotta say something first. It was a really, and I cannot stress this enough, it was a really hard decision to make because all of the 6 movies we've seen were absolutely great in their own way. But in the end, we had to pick one. So the award-winning film is a film that is not just critical, but also focuses on relevant topics. It shows how homosexuality is dealt with in Slovenia, violence and drugs, and as well the consequences of surrounding yourself with a bad circle of friends. The brutal way in which the young people deal with each other in the film does really provoke thought. Therefore, the Youth Jury 2019 decided on giving the JAS Youth Jury Award to Darko Stanto with his film Consequences. Congratulations!
Darko Stanto, yeah, join us on stage. Yes, you can. If you may, absolutely.
I'm also a little bit nervous, and I'm no good speaker. And actually, you told before all the guys who were up there told everything there is to say. So maybe I should speak Slovene. Sam pol me noben razumel, ne? A je kdo tukaj, da me razume, ne? So it's better to speak English. Our film is it's about intolerance. It's about inequality, and you spoke a lot. Most of you spoke about the approaching European votes. So I hope that we all choose the right ones. That there will be more tolerance and equality in Europe, because that's what Europe stands for, or should stand for. Especially, I would like to thank to the JAS, not just to the jurors, but also, especially to the jurors, but also to the others, to the whole crew, to the programmers, to Crossing Europe in Holland, of course, to Christine. That's it, I guess. I don't know. I would say something more, but I'm really nervous. So maybe later down on a beer or something. Thank you.
Thank you. And congratulations. Everyone, please enjoy your drinks, your cocktails, and keep Florian busy. And find your seats close to the stage. We continue with the Social Awareness Award Best Documentary. This year's competition program consists of 11 diverse documentary films. They deal with topics like war, National Socialism, political distortion of reality, and human dignity, to name but a few. This award is sponsored by GfK Oberösterreich, Gesellschaft für Kulturpolitik Oberösterreich, and is worth 5,000 €. Joining us on stage will be the Managing Director of GfK Oberösterreich, Wiltrud Katharina Hackel. Hallo, Wiltrud. In what way is the Social Awareness Award connected to the work of GfK Oberösterreich? Why is it important to you?
The Social Awareness Award, as well as the whole festival Crossing Europe, is connected to the GfK in terms that I think for both of us it's important to create spaces and to create situations where people can discuss and can reflect. But I think it's also very important for us to take artists and filmmakers very serious, their working conditions, things like that, and also, of course, the audience. So I think we both like to provide something, and most of all, maybe to encourage people to request political situations, and there is to question political situations, and there is really a lot to question, as also those great 11 movies, documentaries show. Yeah.
Thank you, yes. Now I ask the international jury on stage who had to decide on the European documentary with the most significant social or socio-political relevance for this award. I'm happy to introduce to you Ralf Euer, Jamila Granditz, and Oksana Sarkisova. Welcome on stage, and please let us know your decision for the Social Awareness Award Best Documentary. One of you.
Before we do this, we also would like to make an announcement. We would like to give 2 special mentions, and this is not to grab us illegitimately more stage time, but it is to bow to the overall selection of the Crossing Europe documentary competition, which gave a vivid impression of the richness of current documentary idioms.
Please join us on stage. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I was busy with other stuff. Sorry, continue.
A bit more of suspense still. So let me join the other jury members in thanking the festival, thanking a great team, and thanking all the documentary filmmakers. We do give the special mentions and the great prize with the appreciation of all the 11 works, but the choices had to be made. So one special mention goes to a very sensitive and multi-layered film that explores individual and societal war traumas, their legacies and identities, constructions and deconstructions. The film addresses them through a fleeting language of performance captured by an attentive camera, evoking a visceral emotional response. And the award goes to Serbenka by Nebojša Slejčević, the first special mention.
Please join us on stage.
Thank you very much. This was unexpected, because in this competition to win anything is a great prize, and I would even say to be here for me this is one of the most pleasant festivals I have been so far, and I've been to quite a while festivals. So thank you very much to jury, and thank you very much to organizers.
You will also get your certificate. Well, enjoy your Linz, and I think there is another special mention, right?
So I do have the honor to announce the second special mention in our section.
The camera in this work is a fellow companion to the film's protagonists, leading us into their worlds of desires and capturing fleeting moments of the present in a memorable visual language. Transnistre allows us an immediate haptic and moving experience of a coming-of-age story that is both very local and very universal.
Anna Eborn, please find your way up here. So much love up here.
Thank you so much for bringing the movie to Austria. Thank you, Crossing Europe. It's been great to be here. And yeah, I feel very honored, and I know by the movies I saw myself from the selection that we are in very good company, and it's been a really big pleasure to be here, so thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. So now I'll ask you, who is the winner of the Social Awareness Award Best Documentary?
I will give you the answer. We give the Social Awareness Award documentary to a singular, dense, and outstanding piece of work that in a masterly way creates an experience of acceleration and deceleration of the flow of time while exploring the entanglements of historical continuities and biographical fractures. It is an immersive family saga that opens up spaces of contemplation through the realignment of visual and material traces of collective experiences of the last century. The award goes to a film that is a universe of time in itself. Heimat is a Space in Time by Thomas Heise.
Thomas Heise. Come on, come up, yeah. Everybody's standing as far as in the back as possible, but you can take the stage, it's okay. Come up front. You can take the mic, yes?
It's not so easy for me. I don't speak English. Ich versuch's mal in Deutsch und hoffe, Sie verstehen das. Ja, danke an das Festival, das wirklich eines der schönsten Festivals ist, die ich kenne. Und hier komme ich immer sehr gerne her. Und an Christine natürlich. Und
okay, I'll just translate in the middle of it.
Und das Ganze, also was hier alles arbeitet, ist einfach unglaublich freundlich. So. Und das ist nicht überall so auf den Festivals.
So may I just take a second to translate? He just thanks to the festival, and of course Christine Dollhofer, he admires the festival and its atmosphere and is thankful to be here.
Und ich freue mich sehr über diesen Preis, und der ist ja nicht nur, also der ist ja fürs Team letzten Endes, wir haben den ja zusammen gemacht, also da ist der Stefan Neuberger und der Johannes ist da, und die sitzen da unten, und wir werden dann entsprechend feiern. So. Danke.
So he thanks the team that was, and they will celebrate. So everyone, actually, if you want to have a cocktail and find your seats again. Thank you so much for being up here. So we move on, and it's going fast, to the Crossing Europe competition for the best fiction film of young European directors. Here we present an audience award and a jury award, and before that, we start with the prizes for the audience. Anyone who went to see one of the 11 films in competition had the chance to vote for the favorite films, and by doing so, automatically entered this raffle. Now, 3 of them will receive a prize. Joining me on stage will be the editor of Crossing Europe's beautiful festival magazine, the executive director of the Austrian movie magazine, Ray, Andreas Ungerböck. So Andreas, let me hand you this envelope and I'll just tell the audience here what's in it. It contains the 3 audience members who were randomly chosen from all the people who took part in the vote for the Audience Award. Andreas, please announce the winners with me. One, I'll just read what's to be won and then you say the name, okay?
Okay.
Great, thank you. 1 hotel voucher, weekend for 2 people, sponsored by Park Inn by Radisson Linz, goes to
Lucia Brandstätter aus Wien.
Yes, of course. The fortune of good luck is rewarded. 1 festival accreditation for Biennale 2019, the Vienna International Film Festival, goes to
Vera Dittenberger aus Grieskirchen.
Great, yes. And 1 crossing movie card goes to
Stefan Schmoll aus Linz.
Great. Thank you so much. I think we make an incredible team right there, very spontaneous. If you are one of the lucky winners, and first of all, of course, congratulations, but also stay seated. The festival team will contact you directly via email to make sure you receive your prizes. Andreas, please stay for a moment here with me, but don't worry. And Christina, please join me again for the Audience Award Best Fiction Film worth €1,000, powered by Crossing Europe. The winner will also get a hotel voucher for a weekend for 2 people, sponsored by Park Inn by Radisson Linz, first hotel partner of Crossing Europe. Christina, you came prepared. Please.
So the audience voted for Irina by Nadia Koseva.
Please join us on stage.
Nadia, please.
Oh. Woo. Would you like to say a few words? Yes, please.
I would like to say thank Christine for having me here again. And I would like to thank the audience. I was explaining my son all day long that it doesn't really matter if you get an award or not. But honestly, it really feels good. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Everyone, get a cocktail. There are also non-alcoholic cocktails there. So treat yourself and take a seat in front of the stage. The 11 films in competition for Best Fiction Film tell vivid stories of contemporary Europe and address diverse issues like female empowerment, relationships in turmoil, being trapped between cultures, and many more. The Crossing Europe Award for Best Fiction Film is the last award of the evening, and it comes with a prize money of €10,000, sponsored by the Department of Culture of the Federal Province of Upper Austria and the Department of Culture of the City of Linz. For the award sponsors, please welcome with me on stage one more time, Governor of the Federal Province of Upper Austria, Thomas Stelzer. And on behalf of Klaus Luger, Mayor of the City of Linz, Councilman Almir Bali Hodzic. Hello, welcome, Herr Landeshauptmann first. We already had a chance to talk, so may I direct my question to Mr. Balihodzic? Thank you. Herr Gemeinderat, you are my final interview partner tonight. Yes, and what an honor. And after 16 successful runs, what would you wish for Crossing Europe in the future, or what would you personally like to see the festival become?
Well, first of all, let me say thank you for pronouncing my name correctly, almost correctly. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Yeah.
Just teach me how is it correct.
Balihodzic.
Balihodzic.
Bravo. There are so many. You are close to one, really. I thought. On behalf of as a representative, I want to convey the warmest regards from the mayor of Linz and these warm wishes. Welcome to Linz to all of you. To answer your question right ahead, I wish you all the best for the future. It's the 16th time, right? And same for the future, more of them. Please, this is a wonderful project. It's amazing. I mean, I've seen a lot of good stuff here, and for the producers and for the filmmakers and for all of them, keep the platform alive. Keep the audience up to date. Give this to the great filmmakers this platform, and you show the people what you are capable of and what you can do. Last but not least, a personal note from my side. Since I'm a huge and a long time fiction fan, it's for me really, I'm honored to be here on the stage. And who could imagine that I will be here on the stage to give, as a fiction fan, the award for the best fiction movie? I mean, I think I'm more happier than the winner of the award. I don't know.
Well, it's great to have you here. Thank you for being here. Now it is time for our fourth jury to come on stage and to let us know their decision. Let me introduce to you the Crossing Europe jury for Best Fiction Film. Mahmoud Fazil Koshkun, Anna Lungo, Jean Perry. Welcome on stage. Here you go, and may I ask you right away to let us know your decision for the best fiction film?
I want to improvise something which is certainly unpolite, but if you need a hand in Vienna, you might, we might as international guests be helpful. So give a call and we'll be with you. Huh? Yes, in a few words, for doing this job, we had to be flexible, and flexible to deal with the very interesting diversity of the selection. So bravo to Christine and the team to offer this kind of extraordinarily inspiring diversity in these 11 fiction films. And believers, we have been flexible with two filmmakers who are in their work very radical. So they had to tackle the board of their own work, to welcome the films we had to watch together. And our discussions were really serious and generous. And we decided to give two special mentions.
The first special mention goes to an actor whose large scale of expression in terms of body, face, and voice language makes his performance very convincing, but also engaging for the audience. His name is Zeyhun Demirov, and we hope he will meet the filmmakers who will see and believe in his great talent.
Thank you. Zeyhun Demirov is unfortunately not here tonight, but I can ask the producer, Klaus Reichel, to join us on stage and to receive the honors in his stead. Klaus Reichel. Would you like to say a few words? Yes.
Seyhun, it's sad that you're not here today. So on behalf of you, on behalf of Seyhun Demirov and on behalf of the whole team of Orai, I just say, in Austria we would say it's Levant, it's Urlevant. We worked very intensively together, and the whole team with director and author Mehmet Akif Büyükatalay. The film started 2015, and we finished it. Could premiere it this year, and we're very happy that so many people interact in it, like that it enables a communication about identity and about a lot of important topics that are current in these times. And so I thank you, and I think Seyon is very happy, and I will let him know as soon as possible. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Yeah, you can get a drink already, but stay a little with us. I think there's another.
Yes. The second mention is new generation of filmmakers. A very small team on the set, a 16mm film, and therefore a small amount of shooting time. The knowledge of the territory of the story, even though it's quite far away from its own culture. A camera who is looking for, searching, taking risks. She invents her own way to hybridize the practice of fiction, which is nourished by the practice of documentary, and vice versa, of course, which is one of the stimulating way to believe in real stories in our days. She is Rosanne Pell for Light as Features. Rosanne Pell.
Rosanne Pell. She wants to speak first. That's fine.
Well, thank you for this really nice mention. It means actually a lot to me, and actually this festival has been really great to me. Thank you, Christina. And I wanted to say that I noticed when I introduced this film again for the first time, I was so nervous, and I actually thought how much this film actually means to me, like as a debut film. But also like how close the family in this film is for me, and that it is almost like my own family. And this is, I think, why I'm all the time have the feeling that we show something so intimate, what is almost not to share with the world, and by that is also very important. And I will keep it actually like that, because if you want to see the film, I want to invite you all to where you can see it, and thank you all so much.
Congratulations. Thank you. May I ask you for your decision for Best Fiction Film?
This film surprises everyone, and the villagers, and us, the spectators, making accessible the passage from the description of the daily life in a remote village in Siberia to the metaphorical dimension of the ultimate decision, which consists in the changing of its sexual identity. Scandal, rejection, sentence of death. The filmmakers make possible to believe in the unpredictable evidence of this man travestied in a woman who embodies the violence, the contradictions, the expectation of a society. He, she, are the political and poetic figure of contemporary martyr. You have understood Natasha Merkulova and Alexei Shupov for The Man Who Surprised Everyone. Us again.
Natasha Merkulova and Alexei Shupov cannot be here tonight, but they did send us a very lovely video message. Please.
Hello, Linz. We are happy.
We are really astonished. Thank you very much for this award. It's a great honor for us. Es ist eine große Ehre für uns. Dankeschön Crossing Europe Festival. Unfortunately, we cannot be with you tonight, but we are sending you our hearts.
This one.
And this. Choose.
Choose.
And I think it will be Christina who will come up here one more time to receive the honors in their stead. Please come on. Yes, you're already on your way. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for being up here and for all your work. Please enjoy your drinks, your cocktails, and find your seats safely again. Ladies, yes? Because it is time to wrap things up. In the next couple of days until Wednesday, there will be 40 more film screenings, as well as a YAS presentation for their video projects. And on 1st of May is a chance to see the awarded feature-length films again. So take these opportunities for a soft farewell from the festival. The music that frames this ceremony comes as a courtesy of Shash Records and can be found online on bandcamp.com. And please don't leave without a glimpse into the future. Here, I present you with the Face of Crossing Europe number 17, which will take place 21st to 26th of April 2020. So please be back in 2020 and join us later tonight at OK Median Deck for the Crossing Europe Nightline with turntable tennis starting at 10 p.m. Thank you for being with us tonight, and please feel free to stay for a little. There are drinks right outside those doors. You can get them and come back in here and wait for us to be done with the photo shoot so we get a chance to mingle with you. We would love to talk to you as well, in, person to person. All the award winners and sponsors and jury members, all in this corner, please come back up on stage. It's now time for our photo shoot. Let's make some photos. And I can just only say thank you and good evening.